Happy Friday, Adrian. Thank you so much. I know that you are very protective and you asked me several times, what's the catch? But there's no catch. Like I promised, here's your video. So you can either try to do these recommendations yourself or have your marketing manager or marketing person do it. Just to be aware of like how your website is doing compared to your number one competitor for foundation repair in Milwaukee, okay? So first things first, this is your website. It's very clean and it's aesthetically working. There's no broken links, everything loaded correctly. And there's a nice like site map here where you have all of your services. So everything looks good. I will say it's a little bit slow. That affects basically your overall performance. But besides that, it's great. So the first thing I noticed though is when you save your photos. I don't know who made your website, but it's called on-page SEO. Basically, you want your photos to be saved as keywords that you're targeting. So, it could be, foundation repair Milwaukee, concrete sidewalks Milwaukee. It's always, your service plus the cities that you service, right? So, of course, this makes sense. It's the homepage, and that's the name of your company. But it doesn't really help your visibility or helping people find you easily on Google. So that's my first tip, is just making sure your photos are saved correctly and that they're optimized. This is good. I love that. Positive feedback. Okay, great. Love that as well. Basement. Okay, great. Another thing is actually having a photo of you or your team. It just creates more credibility and trustworthiness. Stock photos are fine if you don't want, your face to be seen or, your team to be seen, but it does help credibility. Okay, great. And this is great. Services. Okay, perfect. So for social, you want to add your Instagram, your Twitter, your YouTube, your TikTok, your LinkedIn, everything. This also helps Google be aware of your company and just basically create more traffic to your website. So adding all of those links will help as well. We can also check these photos to see if this was saved correctly. So Den Bennett, so obviously this is a bunch of, Unsplash. Okay, so they didn't save that. So I don't know who did your website, but they did not optimize your website correctly. But those are, so you can go in there yourself and edit your website to save all those pictures with the correct keywords. Okay, so second thing, foundation. So foundation repair Milwaukee, I just simply Googled that. The first thing you see is this Google Maps section. So with most contracting companies like concrete or just electricians, plumbers, anything like that, about 60% of traffic you will get from just being in this section. So you have to be in this section to really increase your business in profits. Your website should be driving in leads for you and making money. And then this section brings in about 20 to 30% of traffic. So with these two combined, you'll be increasing your traffic by, 80, 90%. So it can be a game changer. So how to get into this section, since you're not in the section and you should be, is citations. So citations are just your business name, address, and phone number in online directories, such as, Yellow Pages, Yelp, any Home Advisor, any of those online listings, and you have to have the correct name and address and phone number. If there's a different number for one of those listings, Google will get confused. So everything has to be coherent and correct. So your updated address, your updated phone number, and everything. And then, so the second thing is reviews. You have to have reviews every single month. It's like you're dating Google, and every single month you have to create trust and credibility. you know, say if you're dating a girl, you know, every single month you have to do those little things to create a relationship. It's the same thing with Google. Every single month you should be getting at least 2 to 3 reviews, and being consistent. So dumping a bunch of reviews over 6 months, okay, that's great, but you have to continue that. So making sure that you have at least a 4.5 star review or above is really important. Again, people really check those reviews. So that's the second thing and how to get into this section. And the third thing is that your website should be coherent with your Google My Business listing, meaning whatever services you're saying you're listing on your website should match the services that you're putting into your Google My Business listing. And also posting in your Google My Business is really important too. About once a week you should be posting you know, a photo, posting, you know, a tip or something like that for homeowners. Basically, you want to be seen as an expert in Google's eyes by staying on top of all of your online basically tools that you're doing. So when you scroll down, like I said, 20 to 30% of your traffic will be coming from this section. So if you're not on the first page, then you're not being seen. 90% of people don't go past the first page. So you definitely have to put the effort to being seen on all of the on the first page for all of your services. So concrete sidewalks, patios, all of that. So, but for this particular you know, keyword, foundation repair Milwaukee, this is your #1 competition. So I'll show you exactly how your website is doing compared to him. So we'll first look at your #1 competitor. So to be seen or to be really on the first 3 listings of Google, you have to really pay attention to this section. It's the referring domain backlink section. They have 750 referring domains and 2,290 backlinks. So like my other video said, you want to have, for referring domains need to be credible, they need to be powerful, and they need to be linking back to your website. So you don't want any crappy referring domains, you don't want any crappy backlinks, and they need to be business relevant. So if you're putting a backlink about, you know, medical spas or, you know, nail salons, obviously that's not helping you. So you have to, the quality, it's not always about the quantity, it's the quality. And you can tell by the quality when these 2 factors are very close to 1-to-1 ratio. It's not the closest, but they're higher. So he has really pretty decent quality backlinks and referring domains. He has 4,600 keywords that are driving 4,600 people to his website a month. So he's doing a lot of business. He's very busy. He's not worrying about where his leads are coming from and how many. He's very much settled because that's a lot of traffic. And the organic keywords are basically what are people typing in Google, okay? So he's doing very, very well, and his website is doing all the right things. Now, this is your website, so you can see, you know, 14 and 2.5, so the quality of your referring domains are pretty low. I've seen like 0.5, so you know it's not that low, but it's low. And you only have 24 referring domains and 169 backlinks. So again, you know, your #1 competition is 2,290 backlinks. So you would have to increase that by like 2,000 backlinks. And remember, backlinks are coming from high authority, credible, powerful referring domains linking back to your website. So, so it's really important to keep on top of this as well. You have 85 organic keywords that's driving only 108 people to your website a month. So again, they're doing, you know, 4,600, 4,600. You can see what his keywords are. So you might be missing a few. So he's getting his traffic from these keywords mostly. You know, he's exterior basement waterproofing. He's getting 276 leads per month. Basement repair, 309. Underpinning a foundation, 126. Basement underpinning, 107. Foundation repair Milwaukee, 81. leads he's getting per month. Underpinning foundation 71. So you get kind of what I'm saying. Sump pump diagram 69 leads, foundation underpinning 60. So I mean he's waterproofing basement walls from outside 43 because he's ranking 1, 2, or 3. So he's on the first page for all of these terms, which is why he's getting all of these leads. Basement waterproofing Milwaukee 20. So you get that idea, and we can see what's going on with yours. So you are getting Foundation Pros of Wisconsin. 35 people are coming from that, but that is your branded name. So people that don't know your branded name will obviously Google it. So you have to think, basic. So concrete repair, Waukesha, Wisconsin, you're getting 7 people for that. Foundation repair, Wisconsin, you're getting 6. Foundations in Wisconsin, you're getting 4. Foundation repair 3, and then it goes down because you can see your positioning. You're on the 9th place, 5th place, 6th place, and then it goes downhill from there because, being on the 11th spot, that's the second page, or it could be the bottom of the first. But you can see all of these are not on the first page. So you're not going to be getting leads from that. So, concrete patio, concrete contractors, basement repair, 150 people are searching that. So this is a keyword you really want to be number 1 for. So let's see, basement waterproofing, 150 people. So you have pretty good keywords, you're just not ranking well for them. So you just need to increase your visibility with that backlinking and making sure the on-page SEO, which is naming those photos and making sure your site is fast. That will increase your overall performance and then obviously increase these rankings. Now you also need to make sure that you're including, obviously, like I mentioned, the Instagram, all of the social profiles, YouTube, Twitter, all of that. Link that back to your website. Again, helps all of the visibility and being found on Google. Concrete repair Milwaukee, so obviously something you want to be found for, 150 people. You're not getting any traffic. You're in 38th place, so you're on the 4th page. So these are all things that will really help your visibility and overall performance. But you really, if you can focus on one thing, it's really getting into this Google Map Hack section, working on those Google reviews, putting those citations every single month, posting in your Google or in your Google My Business listing. So let's see if you have one, obviously. Foundation Pros of Wisconsin. So this is you, I'm assuming. Yep, and it's LLC. Okay, so 4.6, 39, so that's good. So I can just tell that, obviously you have enough reviews. Your reviews are pretty good. So you should be in that section, in that Google Maps section. So I can tell you right now that you don't have enough citations, and you need to be posting in your Google My Business. And also if you can have a press release or some type of news article linking back to your business will also give you a really good boost. So like I said, citations are just online directories and listings. So make sure you're on Yellow Pages, you're on Yelp. Check your listings, make sure everything's up to date, everything matches. And then make sure you get your Google reviews, at least 1 or 2, 3 a month. And that should help you. So let me know if you have any questions or clarifications. I can send you some a checklist if you need it. So just let me know if that's something you would like to have, okay? Have a great Friday. Stay safe. Bye-bye.